what's up? My shit got cut out. But just like bro, just getting back to let me finish what I was saying. Like with the swinging shit, bro, you can be in many different lanes and still get to the destination you want to go to, as long as you know what you're doing. And your swinging is fun to you. It might be hectic or chaotic to somebody else, the person, or even the person in the car with you. They might be like, "You're not gonna get to the destination. We're gonna miss the turn or whatever, different shit like that." Or this person, if a person was driving behind you, they'd be like, "He don't know where he going," but that's just their interpretation of the way you driving. But you be swinging and bro, you be, nigga, I'm good. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, nigga, I want to do this. Like, I want to be in all these different lanes just to get to my one path. That's what I want to do. I don't want to just take one path and get stuck, or if somebody clogging up my one lane, I can't go around them. Like nigga, I'm swinging through all this shit. Whenever I'm done with this lane, up to the next, swinging. Sometimes I don't stay in no lane more than a couple seconds. I'm swinging. I'm just here to swinging. I'm viewing, swing. I'm just talking shit now. It's a Houston thing. We swinging head ass, but it is a spiritual message behind it. Um, what do I want to say? What do I want? Oh, man, bro. I just want to say this. And if you listen to all the Houston niggas, bro, we're multi-talented when it come to rap. We're multi-talented, bro. Like, period. When it come to Texas, like that swinging culture, like taking it slow in the same sense, but also being able to, like, bro, take from different and dabble in different lanes. So if you listen to a Travis Scott, he got a bunch of different sounds. If you listen to nigga like Zero, got a bunch of different sounds. Niggas in both a bunch of different lanes, all getting to where they want to go. But I'm just saying, it makes sense to me, bro. Like the niggas, it's a lot of niggas, bro. They had a lot of Houston niggas. Where they had Kirk Cobain. He was multi-talented. He had a bunch of different things he could do. Sing a little bit, little melody, get into some bars, and had different. I'm just saying, might be a part of our culture. Right? You look up New York, them niggas stiff in the motherfucker. They only can do it one way until you get a nigga like A$AP Rocky and Fergs and shit like that. And there's probably some more niggas sprinkled into there, but I'm just saying. It's just a different spirit, a different culture, and where we at. It makes sense though. We do shit differently, so we're gonna produce our art differently. But so you look at Cali shit. Them niggas do that shit too. Just that they only got one sound. You can say we do the chopped and screw shit, but that's not the only way we make music. It's just not. And I mean, maybe you can say that same shit about Cali and New York, but like I said, I don't hear it. And I get, of course, this nigga sprinkled into it. Kendrick don't just make the Cali sound. Nipsey has changed it up. But nigga like YG, for instance, bro, that nigga is stuck in that Cali lane, and he just not trying to swing out of that hoe. And I can't listen to him for it. Other niggas can, I can't. But kind of get back to RKelly as a victim, like bro, back to kind of what Joe Budden was kind of saying again, like you can't feel bad for him, or you can't dismiss him, but you got to feel bad for the people that he's hurt. But nigga, he's a victim his damn self. He just a victim, a victim that's a victim that is metamorphosized into a later date thing. But he's still an evolution of a victim. At least one of the evolutions of it. Not all victims going to become that. Certain people can deal with certain shit differently. Like I said, they might have a different foundation, or people to rely on, or experience to rely on and go date back on, or to just a different foundation to hold on to when certain shit happens to him versus another person when certain shit happens to him, bro. It leads them to down a, what do you call it? It sends them to a downward spiral. And who was just talking about it, bro? Like shout out to Hot Damn My Rock. He was just talking about how it was a certain time where he was just spiraling, and he just wanted to hit the rock bottom. He just wanted to hit the ground so he could know where he had to start from, but he wouldn't stop falling. Like he wouldn't stop falling. I get that. And there was a certain point where I necessarily never thought like that. I thought I was at rock bottom, but it could have been a point where I was misinterpreting that, where I was still falling and I didn't grab on yet, versus where I just thought I was at the rock bottom. But in that same sense, he was like, he just had to reach out and grab onto the rock. And I felt that shit. Like a lot of us, like, you have to become strong enough in yourself. So that's some certain shit in you that's gonna have to click before you just reach out and stop falling. But for a person like R. Kelly, he don't know he need to reach out. Why? Because maybe he been reaching out and everybody said it was fine. You're amazing being. You're okay. I wish I could be you, and I wish I was in your shoes, and all the other different crazy shit people tell R. Kelly not necessarily think about the shit he and truly went through. So there's so many different things that's justified the way he's living. And I'm not saying we shouldn't. You should cancel him, but if you cancel him, that's just like doing, like I said earlier, doing what we do to the prison system now. If you think the prison system works now, you'll never want the world to get better because there's no real rehabilitation going on in those prisons. It only usually makes shit worse. There's a few, and that's in any case that's going to make it out better than they went in, and that's with most cases. There's always going to be a few in fucked up situations that's going to figure a way out still, but that's just because they have different foundations, stronger foundations that wasn't able to break them. They got a different spirit inside of them. It's a bunch of different shit that goes to that. Versus, somebody that's weak and need more loving, needs mental breakdowns and discussions. And of course, we're gonna need a whole more lot of therapists out here than we do people that's being abused. But some of these, some victims gonna have to become those therapists. Honestly, the people that's strong enough, those a couple 1% that makes it out of these fucked up situations, y'all gonna have to learn how to become therapists for other people that is not as strong as you. And I talk about that all the time. That's kind of what we're doing here. A lot of us are strong enough to go through a certain amount of shit. So where other people, we can show them you can get through your shit. Some of us don't have anybody else to look through, and we just gotta look for ourselves. And those are the people that can get through any situation that's fucked up. It's just the difference. But like I said, R. Kelly is a victim, bro. Like, and I'm not saying that we should keep listening to his music and everything should say the same. It's like, no, and it might not ever change for him. I'm not here trying to change the world. I'm just saying how it should logically go about things. I'm just giving logic to the situation, and because this situation leads to many other smaller situations that people are going through. And I shouldn't say smaller, but not dealing with the same bigger name and shit. Like everybody else going through their own situation, or you might know somebody that's going through a situation that is R. Kelly, where they're been abused. They don't necessarily know how to treat women or men. Versus they've been abused and they don't know how to deal with women or men or themselves. And that's another thing I wanted to say back to what Joe Budden them said. It's like not everybody that's been abused or that are victims go on to hurt other people. I beg to differ. The reason why I beg to differ is because it might not, like I said, it's levels to how much they was abused and how much shit they had to take. But best believe if they didn't properly deal with that shit, and this is the people that didn't properly deal with it, they're going to transfer that trauma to whatever situations they're going into, where it's a lack of trust. Now this relationship is going to build off a lack of trust, and we're going to have to deal with all the different arguments and shit that comes from that. The fear that you have in, like, say if you was a woman and you fear men, like, yeah, you get into a relationship, but you naturally fear this person at all times. It's like, that's not a good state to be in. It's many different scenarios where if you're a woman or like a man and you think all women ain't shit because you haven't dealt with your trauma or the shit that you've been through where people didn't properly deal with your mental or your physical love or whatever. So now you feel abused or traumatized, like, and it might be smaller than what somebody. Now I wouldn't say smaller because that shit feel as big as a fucking boulder on your shoulders while you're going through it. But when you get older, you'll see what I'm saying. Or when you get out of it, you'll be like, yeah, that shit was small. But when I say small, I'm saying just comparing it to somebody that's being actually raped versus somebody that's being broken up with. The pain might feel the same. No bullshit, because our pain is our pain, bro. I don't give a fuck what it is. We're going to amplify our shit. We're going to feel that shit. No matter what else somebody else going through. Yeah, you're going to feel bad for them. But, like, bro, if you going through your shit, bro, you ain't really trying to hear nobody else's pain. That's all I'm trying to say. But, yeah, like I said, if you haven't properly dealt with that shit, and bitches ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, you going to treat niggas and bitches like they ain't shit. And that's like I said, that's not treating people well. That's abusing other people. Because you've been abused or traumatized in the past. You got PTSD. And bro, somebody just broke down PTSD on YouTube. I can go on ahead and say 85 to 95% of America got PTSD. Because I had it. And I know I'm fucking logical as shit. And I know I'm in here. I'm good. I'm one of the people that's going to get through any situation. Not looking for somebody else to help me get through a situation. So when I say this, it's like, bro, if I know I had it, I know it's a good chance that most other world have it. In a sense of where PTSD. That's like if you have one of four of these situations. If you have one of four of these things, you got you got level one PTSD. If you have one of four of the next category, you got another. You got level two PTSD. And one of the level, like out of the levels, is like being taken out of a moment by a thought of that trauma of that moment. No matter if it's a love situation. Like, nigga, we got PS, whatever the fuck that word, PS3s from sex. We got PTSD from sex. Where that's like, and that just go to like how powerful instinctual when I say this shit, when I say about in heat and shit like that from my last video, like, bro, it be moments where you're living your life and up sex. Like, like, I wish I do that song because it'd be funny. That y'all, I think y'all heard the tone in it, but it was on TED or whatever. Whatever, I'll leave it alone. That it's a white song from Deliverance. But I'm being funny with the sexual. I'm not even being funny, but that shit pulls us out of our day. Or even if anything else traumatic, where you just think about the person. Damn, this shit don't got no internet. Fuck, bro. My next thing, whenever my next video is, I'm just gonna screenshot that shit, make sure I have it, and I'm gonna bring it in because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't got no Wi-Fi on this phone, so. Oh wait, I got Wi-Fi in my house. My ass dumb. Fuck am I talking about? I'm being lazy. Hold up, guys. We're gonna get these levels of PTSD out the way. My ass tripping. I'm like, hey. But hey, that's how I don't judge my name. Cause I swing. That's why I'm slow. Be everywhere. So it take me a minute to get to what you know. It take me a minute to get in that new spot. So I'm talking too much shit. Yeah, I'm mad. If this hoe don't work, I'm mad. I capitalized everything except the last letter. And I seen it before I pressed it. Let's try this one more time. You know you gotta put the Wi-Fi code in twice. I don't know why they don't make you do this shit. I wanna see what I'm typing. I hate this shit. 4. Well, when you gotta type in one letter multiple times, like, nigga, how many times I wrote that? I don't remember. I'm dyslexic. Oh shit, I almost dropped my phone. Did I press the... Oh, fuck. I think I pressed something. I don't know what I pressed. Fuck, this shit not gonna work again. Y'all seen me almost drop my phone. I ain't do it on purpose. Oh! It worked. Let's get it, 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 let's get it. And make it rain, and make it rain, and make it shot, hey, and make it rain, and make it shot, hey, and make it rain, and make it shot, hey, hey, chicken noodles, hey. Hold up, I'm B-Bop. I'm out the road while I'm looking this shit up. We're gonna get through this. Oh, please say we got some real lows. Man, we ain't never got no real lows. Boy. Fuck it. Fuck it. Oh, no fucking real lows in the house. All right. Damn. You gotta purchase the scale? Damn, bro, y'all ain't trying to help the nigga out. Y'all just trying to use us. That's some bullshit. Pay for the guide right here. Nigga, I'm trying to diagnose the shit. You want me to pay for it? Y'all some bullshit ass niggas, bro. Capitalism a bitch. Hola. Bro, somebody trying to fuck with the door?
What are you doing?
Making a video. I can't find it. I'm looking now. You got Rillos? I'm mad. Couldn't find the Rillo. You spilled some on your collar.
I ain't spilled shit. Damn right.
Look, if I can't find it, guys, y'all fried. Literally the last thing I'm talking about. All right, let me try this one more. I'm gonna try to look up one more thing. Yeah, this shit taking forever. Y'all don't be mad at me. Bro. Why this shit tripping all of a sudden? I mean, I did see it on YouTube. Maybe I'll just post a link. If I could find a link, shit. Well, yeah, I mean, I was just some of the symptoms was just when when a thought pops back up, like, and it makes you mad or something like that. That's signs of PTSD. What else? What else they said? It's just little stuff like that. And I don't remember why I even brought this up now because I've been looking for the shit so long. Like, but just going to show we all have the shit we got to deal with. But yeah, let me see, man. Hopefully this shit low. Cause I don't want to do this for no reason. Wasted 8 minutes. Like, I'm really trying to figure out why my shit not. Let me close out the internet real quick. Now I'm trying to remember why I brought up PTSD. Hmm. I guess this is the last thing I say before I get off this thing because this shit not working. But it's like where where do we recognize the cycle of trauma and shit that's been going on? Because of course, when we look at RKelly, I talk about him being traumatized as a kid. So where do we look at? Do we cut him off from being a victim and just look at him as being a predator, or not realize why he became a predator? Like when do it goes to understanding the state of society that we in and what shit's been going on in the world, bro? Period. Like it's just, I think it just comes from a lack of understanding, man. And the fact that we just want to counsel these people. I mean, I don't give a fuck, honestly, but it's not gonna change anything in the sense of the long run because, like I said, sending these people to prison is not gonna rehabilitate these people. Counseling these people and just exiling these people is not gonna bring rehabilitation. So it's like maybe for R. Kelly it could because he something has to make that nigga hit rock bottom. But like I said, he's been justified so long, it's he might die feeling that way. So it's in that sense of yeah, y'all might just have to counsel him, but understand if you counsel him, understand like you shouldn't just do that with everybody. Cause I mean, yeah, he's in his own situation and it's a whole nother person making money and all these different things and shit like that. So I get it. But say if you're dealing with like for instance when the shit happened with Nicki Minaj and her brother or something like that, cause her brother supposedly molested girls or something like that. She didn't counsel her brother because whatever. Like she probably know her brother been through some shit, and maybe I don't know if she's actually trying to help him or anything like that. But it'll make even better for her case if she was sending him to therapy and shit like that. But you can't counsel these people just because you know what they're going through, like or you know what they've been through, and they're literally victims too. And of course, it's like it's a difficult situation to deal with, like especially when it's your family member or somebody close to you. But honestly, like you gotta talk to these people. That's the only thing that's really gonna help anything. Talking to them and helping them deal with themselves, honestly, and the shit that they went through, helping them figure out how to change their perspective on whatever shit they went through. But yeah, I mean, that's if y'all really want to change, bro. That's all I can say. Cause like I said, if y'all just want to make shit easy, when somebody fuck up, that's it. That's fine. But you gotta understand the reason people fuck up is because they're trying to make a way for whatever they got going on in life. If they're trying to eat, trying to feed their kids, they're gonna they're gonna commit something. They're gonna go against the laws, bro. Like fuck that shit. I'm not about to follow the rules when the rules didn't protect me or didn't help me. Fuck them rules. And that goes to the same people that's been abused that are victims and then go on to abuse people. Like, bro, the law didn't protect me. The law didn't help me get through the shit. Even if after it happened, nothing changed. Like, I just had to deal with the shit. So it's like, of course it creates monsters, but it has to be like when we talk about any other thing in life where it talk about women ain't shit, men ain't shit. Like somebody got to break the cycle and realizing, bro, it's gonna start when somebody decides to be the bigger person. Same with any other bad situation out there. Like it don't matter who started this shit if you're really trying to fix it. That's all I'm gonna say. Like if you ain't interested in fixing it, then of course you're gonna keep pointing fingers and shit like that. Like that's the easiest thing to do. But I'm out. Like, subscribe, share. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know it might seem like a lot, but it shit happen fast. Once you get to like 300, it shoot up. But yeah, get me to like 300 then. How about that? 150 more subscribers. I appreciate it. I'm out. Deuces.